I'm Dan Hewitt at Boxing TV here in Texas, Houston, on behalf of Tigre Promotions. We have a fantastic fight card, head up by John Torres, the unbeaten John Torres, against Kevin Johnson tomorrow night in Galveston, Texas. Fantastic opportunity for everybody out there to watch the fights out in Saudi Arabia, watch the Wilders and all that. When you finish watching, what better to turn over to a fantastic show here in Galveston, Texas. Thank you to Tigre Promotions and being so hospitable. Really looking forward to being lead commentator tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
We are here at the J Bar Inn Barbecue here in Houston, Texas. Some of the best barbecue that you haven't had, come get yours today.
This Saturday, June 1st, at the Galveston Convention Center, the doors open at 5 p.m. and the first fight starts at 6. We want to see all of y'all there.
Dan Hewitt of Boxing TV here with just more than a friend of mine, Mr. Alfonso Lopez, who is the promoter for the show in Galveston, Texas tomorrow. First of all, how excited are you in such a fantastic event?
Oh, we're always excited. Galveston's one of our best venues, and so the crowds come out, and the fights are always great. We make them, we match them tough because it's always a big show, and so we're just excited to see what these new faces of that. Especially like our main event, I'm excited to see what they do.
There's a couple before the main event, even though I'm looking forward to. One thing I do like about the fights over here in Houston are the 50-50 fights you make, because there's nothing worse than seeing, obviously, a main event that might not be 50-50, but generally the other ones are pretty much walkovers, so it's great to see 50-50 fights. Now, if you were going to pick a fight of the night, who would you pick?
Ooh, the fight of the night, I think Armando Frosto is fight's going to be because it's only 4 rounds, and those guys probably should be a 6-round, 8-round fight, but they want to do a 4, so I think that's going to be the fight to watch.
Yeah, it says, I'm looking at his opponent and his record, and I was looking at what kind of his opponents and what it would be. It was something like 29-2. Yeah. Like his entire opponent's roster. It's crazy. Yeah. So let's talk about you and your career. Of course, Lawrence Okoli now is the WBC Bridgerweight champion. I know that that's potentially something that you'd be looking at in the future. So tell us a little about your career and what you hope to achieve.
Well, absolutely. We know we want to chase that world title shot. We did have surgery last year from the shoulder, and we're recovering well. I think it's about 80-85% healed. And we're going to get back to sparring, get right back in the mix, and hopefully that we can secure a big fight. Wherever we need to go, any champion that gives us an opportunity, we'll be ready for it.
One thing I do like about you is that you're a naturally bigger man. I mean, look how tall you are compared to me, and I'm a beast. A beast, not obese, a beast. So, of course, you fought down at the super middleweight limit. You fought at the light heavyweight limit. You're fighting the likes of Zerdo, who's huge. How do you feel kind of at this higher weight? Because you seem naturally this is the way you should be. So how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. It's a lot more comfortable to walk around this weight. I'm not going to be barely coming in at 224. I'm more of a 210, 208 fighter. So it's I can get up to 215, but I just feel more comfortable. I can move just as well. I feel just as strong. There's no suffering, dehydrating, staying out of the weight room, things of that nature that I had to do to make light heavy. And then you accumulate injuries when you're just sucking it down like that. And so those are little things I learned. So this weight class just makes it so much easier. Yes, these guys do get a lot bigger, are a lot tougher, a lot stronger. But I think that's where the boxing skills have to come in, the relaxation of understanding what you're getting yourself into and manipulating the distance and range with some of these big guys. And so it's fun. I'm excited. I like the division.
For me, the English are pretty much dominating the cruiserweight as well as the bridgerweight at the moment with Lawrence Okoli. How would you feel getting in there? Because, you're what, 6'1", 6'2"? 6'1", 6'1". Yeah, so some of these guys are 6'6", 6'7", absolute ridiculous size. How do you feel that you could compete with guys that big? Because they are monsters.
Yeah, as just that fighter mentality, you think you can compete with anybody, right? It's you look at what Canelo's done. It's understanding how to adjust your body frame. How you're standing. Are you leaning forward? Or it's there's a lot of little intricate things that are going to go into fighting a big guy. Yeah. You got to fight them quick. You got to fight them at a proper distance. You got to take a lot of things away from them. It's gonna be very difficult. It's not an easy task at all. If you just seen Okoli knock out the Polish guy, he kind of went out there and them long arms and that range, and he just kind of kept them at bay and landed a shot that was just clean as could be. And so You know, it is difficult. That's why you have to be in the gym sparring really big guys and adjusting to those styles as quickly as you can, and making sure that your feet are in the right position, because if you're not in the right position, you're going to get tagged. I mean, you look at how Usyk handled, Tyson Fury. He used his legs. 6
inches shorter.
Yeah, with the arm span that wasn't even, was 6 or 7 inches shorter as well. So,
Huge.
it takes a lot more effort, and you got to be in great shape to fight these big guys. But it's always the challenges that you're up for, and you want to fight the best in the world.
Fantastic. Great to speak to you, and amazing to see you. You're a good man.
Thank you always. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for watching, guys. Dan Hewitt at Boxing TV here with a fantastic fighter, Mr. Johnson. How are you feeling? I know you must be pretty tough at this point. You're thirsty, you're hungry. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine, man. Like I said, got a little food in me after the weigh-in, man. I feel great.
Okay. So, of course, it doesn't seem that you've missed weight this time.
Yeah.
Is that true? So, how does that affect you mentally? The fact that you can't fight for that title, does it disappoint you in any way, or?
Not really. I mean, it's a Texas title. I'm not from Texas, so so I mean, great. It would have been a good accomplishment to win, but I'd rather beat another undefeated fighter.
So beating that fighter was the most important thing.
Yeah,
if anything, I mean, we've seen it recently with Garcia, where he came, not obviously, a bit of a different circumstance, don't get me wrong, but of course he came in the heavier guy and bullied his opponent. Is that kind of what we're trying to do here?
No, I mean, my game plan is going to be my game plan, but like I said, really the missed weight was because of, flights and stuff like that, like we didn't really get to get in the gym and finish off camp the way we wanted to, but it's all right, man. So,
however, we still got to fight.
Exactly.
We still got to fight.
Exactly.
So tell me what you understand from your opponent. I mean, he's a good fighter. There ain't no doubt about it. I've seen you, of course, I commentated on your fight before, which I know you're tough, you're durable, you've got good skills, you've been in there. I mean, we'll talk more about it in commentary tomorrow night. I know a lot about you from maybe facts that you don't even realise about you after studying your record and what you've done in your career. But going in there, do you feel in any way, because of your record, going away as the away fighter a lot, do you feel that you may be underestimating you in any way?
I hope that's the case. I kind of banked my career on that so far, at least. But once they go to that box rec and see who I done fought, and they see that almost all of my opponents have been undefeated, and the 2 losses I took, like I said, I took one on short notice, and I took one, which a lot of people said that fight was iffy. So, I mean, hey, I think I'm doing pretty damn well. So, like I said, keep knocking off these undefeated fighters, and I'll get my respect one day.
I mean, you got my respect now. You've got my respect now. But all I can say is, I want it from a personal perspective. How frustrating is it to keep going in as the away fighter, keep going in as the underdog? Even now, you're going in as the underdog. You're still going to go in as the away fighter. So, how frustrating is it, or do you see it as more of a challenge?
I see it as more of a challenge. I love it, for real. Going on these different promotion companies, and beating their fighters. I mean, I'm from the Northeast, this is what we do. So
I love it. So, to your fans, your friends, your family, everybody out there, look down that lens. What can we expect to see from you?
What y'all always see from me, a good performance.
Man, a few words. Thanks for watching. Good luck tomorrow night, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks for speaking to me. Stay tuned. Dan Hewitt at Boxing TV here with a fantastic fighter in Mr. John Torres here in Texas and Houston. We'll be there in Galveston, the beautiful, is it a city, Galveston? Is it a town, or what do you call it over here?
Well, we call it a city.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that then. They're a lot bigger than our cities back in England, that's for sure. So, very, very talented fighter. I've just spoke with your opponent out there, Kevin Johnson, who I think the biggest news of all of this is the fact that he's missed weight. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we prepared to fight with anybody. Sparring partners are way heavier than us. Sometimes we still some of the fights that I fought in Mexico, the guys still way heavier than me. So, I really don't put my energy to that. We both fighters. I did my best. I made weight. That's the important thing. I'm looking forward to fight bigger guys, bigger names in boxing. So I show my discipline. I show my that I really want to do this. I mean, if he comes overweight, that's his mentality problem. Okay. I'm ready to take anything. He only come over 2 pounds. I know 2 pounds. People say in boxing is a lot, I'm a bigger guy too, you know. I'm fully hydrated. I'm probably gonna walk in like 187, 189 on the ring, so
Okay.
we be fine, you know. Like we more than ready, more prepared. Like training camp, it was the hardest training camp I ever have for my boxing career. Sparring, it was awesome. You know, we did everything what we need to do. So tomorrow is just enjoy the moment.
So it sounds to me you've got bigger plans, and obviously you can never look past your opponents in every way.
Yeah.
He's a tough kid, you know. There's no doubt about it. It'd be stupid to look past him. You know, he's been in there with unbeaten fighters. You know, that's the main people he's been in with. So he's going to look at you in the exact same way. You're an unbeaten fighter, so I'm going to take another zero. That's what he wants. So for you, for your future aspirations, without trying to look too far past you, you're 30 now. So we've got to push the gas. We've got to push the gas. We've got to win this. We've got to keep going, and we keep getting up there. You're 8-0 now. So what's future plans for you?
Well, right now, you know, tomorrow, like you said, like I never overlook opponents. I give him his respect. You know, his record is like pretty good. Like even that he has low fights. You know, he only got four wins, and like, but he fought good opponents. He fought people undefeated. He beat them. You know, like that's respect. You know, like, and I'm excited to have somebody in front of me that is actually gonna try and beat me. You know, like. I feel like every fight that I fight is like, man, I want to do more. I can do so much, you know, like more. Like people don't see it, you know. It's just like some of them I just enjoy the moment. I just go for the knockout, and then I just like I can outbox this guy easy, you know, like with the boxing skills that we have. But you know, it's a learning experience. Like on the future, I'm looking forward passing this Saturday. Looking forward to fighting July 27 again in Baytown, Texas. After that, we're gonna take a fight on the zone. We don't know on where and who's gonna be the opponent, but that's gonna be our next step. And obviously, when you look for a big fight like that, we're gonna go with against fighters like undefeated fighters as well. So, you know, like it's probably like 50-50 fight. So we're gonna put our effort and discipline that we do, and like just, you know, be ready. And after we pass that test on the zone, we're gonna look forward to fight with Verdanga, fight with guys like, you know, Caleb Plan on the future. You know, that's the main goal. Like, you know, like Monjia is in my weight class, Pacheco. It's so many guys in 168 that, you know, like I feel like I can take them, you know. So I just ready whenever my coach say, hey, we're fighting this guy. As soon as he make the call, I'm ready for it. And we know we're going to beat him, you know. So that's the plan for the future, you know. I want to be a world champion. I want to bring to Puerto Rico like the old days whenever Tito Trinidad was fighting and all that, you know. That's excited. You know, I have my people in my town, Orocovis, like they're really excited. There's so many people who's gonna watch the fight on TV, and you know, like just looking forward. It's God's plans. Let everything on His hands, and like all the glory and is for Him. You know, I'm doing this because I love the sport, and like you said early, like I'm a man of family man, so yeah. I just train, go home with my family. That's my love right there. That's what I enjoy, you know. So that's what we hear, you know, like just making a dream happen, you know.
I love it, and I actually really do love the whole. I'm a family man myself, so I think loads of people can associate with that out there. So to look in that lens, and then all these people who spent their hard-earned money to come and see you, and who are still out there, even though they're going to watch on the stream, what have you got to say to them?
Well, I want to say, like, come guys, support the Houston local boxers. So many talent right now coming up that you're gonna hear about us, especially Lopez Boxing Club. We have other gyms. They really like elite fighters, and we support each other, you know. And that's the main thing. And just come watch, enjoy the fights. And for myself, I promise you, I'm gonna do the best I can to stop this guy. I know this guy is tough. He come overweight, you know. It's on few things, but we don't have no doubts, and what we do in the gym is gonna pay it off on Saturday. So come enjoy the fight and just have fun, enjoy it.
Top man, thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you so much.
Take care and good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out the fights tomorrow night. Take care.
Thank you.